Hey, Nas. Amens? Amens is here. Sheesh. Hey, Like give her a little extra content, new animation scenes, and like pregnancy or something. Because like her pregnancy doesn't really affect um, the hospital or any other stories. Right? When we released the secret update of Aqua, I think it was like around Halloween, right? A while back. We released Aqua's content, and I think someone, I think 20 minutes after we released the update, someone had already unlocked it and found the content for Aqua. Okay, so we have a lot of fans that have autism, okay, and they can find anything, all right? Especially if it leads to sex and wanking off, all right? Believe me, all right? The autism is really potent in our fan base, all right? But I have to say, okay, it is a bit hard to find for most people. Like I would say 99% of the people, it's pretty hard because the clues are super vague, right? And like finding the way out of the insider lair, like when you go through the tunnels or whatever, right? The cave, like knowing the pattern by looking at the globe in the attic to find the direction is super random. Like it's very hard to figure out, you know what I mean? And then all the clues are also pretty obscure, you know what I mean? Even all the other ones, like all the easier clues are even pretty hard and obscure. So I think in general, I would like to maybe make it like a little bit easier or a little bit more obvious, you know? Maybe a little bit more obvious. I don't know. Just a little tad, like a little smidge. Just a little bit easier. I know Stray is gonna complain about that because he wants people to suffer, you know. But I think it should be maybe a little bit easier. So if we were to do a little Aqua update, secret update to improve her content, give her pregnancy, you know, do a little bit of like improve her art a little bit for a new character art. Maybe make some of the sex scenes more interesting and better animation, smoother like just kind of like a facelift and add new content to Aqua, plus the pregnancy. I think we could also make her story a little bit more easier to access. You know, like she's still secret and all that, and she's still, you know, but a little people are too dumb to enjoy stuff. Look, I don't listen. It's not so much that I want things to be easy, Stray. I think that the stuff to get to the content, like the clues, are straight up too hard to find and too abstract for Aqua, right? Like it's almost like sheer luck to put the pieces together. And once you have had that sheer luck of actually finding the damn thing, to piece the things together, they're too disjointed. Like they don't really make sense. You know what I mean? And here's the thing, the whole finding the way into the cave pattern that's on the globe in the attic, at the time it was okay because there was not that much content in the game, so there's not so many places that you could look to find clues. So at the time, I remember the attic was one of the only places where there was a bunch of items that you could look at. You know what I mean? So when we released it, it was like people could easily just be like, "Oh, the attic might have some clues," and they would look there and they would find some. You know what I mean? But now the game is so big and there's so many things and so many characters and more locations and all that. It's becoming harder and harder to find where things matter and what are they for, right? Like it's becoming more and more obscure. Like I feel like Aqua needs a little bit of a facelift in terms of like what the clues are, what kind of like hints they give, and are they contextualized in a right way for her and what it's trying to tell you. You know what I mean? To find her content. Like I just think it's just so disjointed now. Like it's just a bit too weird and too obscure and too hard to find. You know, unless you cheat and you look online to find fucking. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's my thoughts. That's just my thoughts. That's just what I feel. All right, but trial and error. Yeah, laconic. Of course, you could try and just but the clues are just too. I don't know. They're a little bit too. I feel like it could be a little bit easier. Just a little bit easier. It doesn't have to be crazy, but just a little bit easier. Ta-da. Little detective. Yeah, but not everybody's smart like you, Stray. Obviously, not everybody has your big brain. What's up, Blitz Ryu YT? What's up, man? But why on the globe unless it's making an actual spot on the globe? Yeah, exactly. I know. Here's the thing. Like I said, because at the time when we were working on Aqua's content, the game didn't have a lot of content. So we were like, oh, where are we gonna put the pattern to give a hint about where to go in the cave? We're like, oh, on the globe in the attic because it's already there. We have it. It's easy. It's one of the main places where you can find some items and clues. Sploosh, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, we could use the lighthouse instead of like the fucking, yeah, for sure. And then you can talk to Admiral Sploosh. You know, maybe he has more of a part in finding out where she is too, right? Because maybe he's like an old drunk sailor, so maybe he tells you like old tales of like monsters in the ocean, and you're like, haha, okay, yeah, sure, buddy, you know, okay, old drunk man, right? But then it all leads to like discovering more clues, and like, so we could make it more like theme to the ocean and this old sailor. And, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like Aqua could be just a lot stronger, like just in terms of like how you discover a content, and how it leads to it, all the clues, and her overall, you know. You see, are there any sometimes like wallpapers? Yeah, there's lots on our Compass site. If you're supporting the project, you have access to all the wallpapers. There's like a bunch already. I mean, we're gonna add more, but there's like already, I don't know, 20, maybe, I don't know, maybe a bit less or a bit more. Yeah. Some are sexy, some are just funny, some are just, you know. I'm not a huge fan of this song. It's very eh. Anybody else? Like this Not right now. Not right now. Okay, the UI. Do I need this UI? I don't. Ooh, yeah, I might need this though. Actually, I might need this. I might need this. I don't need that. I don't need that. Okay. Now the close-ups of the bait. I might have to have that in a separate folder. Like I don't know if any of this should be lined up for Stray or not, but maybe he's gonna tell me later and I'll fix it later. You might be able to do the highlight. A ham sandwich and $12.58. Please send help. El Nile is like a top 1% in Somalia. True. I was swimming in money, man. As I was swimming, it was $11. I was swimming in it. Okay, there you go. Okay, this is good. Here, hold on. I think the lighthouse needs to be bigger here, maybe. I don't know. If it's here at the pier, should it be bigger or smaller? It's kind of far, actually. Maybe I should like make it. It's not. It's not. It's not this. It's basically compared to the mini map. It doesn't really work, but it's okay. You hate this song? All right, hold on, hold on. I'm gonna skip it. Like DC, will you draw the prom dresses on stream? Yeah, I think I'll draw the prom dresses, but I'm not gonna draw what happens at the prom with each girl, depending on the girl you pick, right? Because I would like the prom in general will unfold the same way for all the girls until the end, like when everybody's drunk and all that and everything's going on. Like the dance and what happens afterwards, I think will be unique for each girl depending on the girl you pick, and you'll only be able to pick one girl per playthrough to prom, obviously. You spin me right. spend all day every day solving problems, and this is what I get. She knows you. Hey, Big Pluto. Hey, Joaka. Something like this, DC. What are you sending me, Rin? Oh, that's a wallpaper that moves for like the phone or something. Is it for mobile? Anyway, let me just save this. I think Stray's gonna want the little arms the little tubes that connect that you rotate. He's gonna want them in separate layers probably, but I didn't do that. He's gonna want that, but I didn't do it. It's okay. Oh, you know which one is gonna be hard to do? Well, the hot tub is already widescreen, so that's good. But the net The net is fine. Net.png. But the items have to split. Hold on, I think. Answer. Base.png. You know, I never actually followed through and made June mine. Never could do Eric dirty. Yeah, I know. The thing is, like, when we revisit Eric and we redo his story to make it better, I don't wonder if how we're gonna treat June, you know? Like, are we gonna make it so that you never really betray Eric? Because the idea, the main goal of revisiting Eric is to make Eric feel more like your best friend, you know? Like, we're gonna make the friendship feel more wholesome, right? And it has, like, weight to it, okay? So that Eric does things for you instead of you just doing shit for him all the time, right? I know, you're saying fuck Eric right now, but I think that when we revisit him, we're gonna make him that he's your actual bro, you know? So, if we do that, right, are we gonna keep the whole betray Eric and steal his girl angle? Or are we gonna just do it that June is just she's just a friend of theirs and they all kind of have some fun together, all three of them, you know? You know what I mean? Like, it could just be like a little powwow between three friends, two guys and a girl, right? And this is the angle that we're going with, instead of like you have to steal one and fuck the other one over, right? Which is a little dirty, right? Well, I mean, yes, Captain Terry is a best bro, but Eric is his childhood friend, you know? Oh, fuck. Maybe all the items should be overlaid. they mean a lot, and you really have to be careful what you say and what you choose, right? Like, anyway, I don't know. Like, I think that'd be super cool that depending on the choices you make throughout her story, Rhonda's story, it would lead to either having sex with a lifeguard, Rhonda, or her mom, you know? But you couldn't do the other two. I think that'd be super cool, but a lot of people would bitch and moan about that, you know? A lot of people would complain. A lot of people would get mad, for sure. Yeah, a lot of people. I don't know. I think it'd be cool. right, is either gonna be with Roxy and her friends, which we already have, right? It's either gonna be that, or it's going to be probably at the library in the Sex Addict Anonymous club or whatever, right? I don't really see foursomes happening anywhere else. Now, a lot of people have asked for foursomes or more in the beach house once we have the whole harem feature done, where you can invite the schoolgirls to move in with you in the beach house, right? Because eventually, if you invite all the schoolgirls in the beach house, there's going to be like 5 or 6 of them there, right? Therefore, people are definitely going to want, oh, I want to have a scene where I'm banging all 6 of them at the same time, right? People are going to want more and more all the time. But that's really hard to do. Like, it's hard for us to do a scene where you're having sex with every character, you know? Like a big orgy or something, like, you know? So I think, realistically speaking, the beach house, when you have sex scenes with the characters, it'll be a one-on-one between a girl that you pick at the house, right? At the library, we might end up doing a foursome or like. Oh man, all of this is merged, by the way. Like, this whole background is merged. Like, there's no layers here. Like, this used to be all layers, so that the wall was like modular. Like, I remember I created pieces that you could modularly, like, you could like piece them together to create like. Before I merged this, okay, before I merge all these layers, you could actually create a game where you could custom, like, it could make like custom paths. Like, it could be like a custom randomized background for every playthrough. But I merged everything, so that can't happen anymore. I don't want to change that vid, but I would literally prefer it would take place on the PC screen. Yeah, it used to be tile sets, but it's not anymore. I fucked up. Okay, so Okay, I got a question. I got a question. What's with you and merging? Oh, because when I did this a long time ago, I was like, oh, this is never gonna change. We're never gonna do widescreen. This is it, and the gameplay is always gonna be super simple because I didn't care. Like when I made this minigame, I was like, the project is not even gonna be really a game. Like you don't understand. I didn't care. So I merged it and I exported it and I was done with it. I was like, I'm never gonna touch this again. You know, that's that's the thing. Like, yeah. This mini game was fun, simple and fun. Hee hee. See, some people like it. The answer explanation you're seeking is simple. Poor life choices. Uh, listen, okay. Enough bullying me, and please help me figure this out. All right. How can we make the same game, like the same uh, content for this mini game, but make it more interesting in terms of mechanics? How can we make this more fun, but keeping it the same way? No, no, no. We can't do different paths. It has to be the same paths because I can't change the background. Look, the monsters are going to be the same. The attacks are going to be the same. Okay? The same attacks, the same monsters, the same path. But the gameplay, and there's a chest at the end that you open. But the gameplay itself can be more interesting. We can add traps. We can add power ups. We can add things. Like maybe the monsters move. Like maybe the enemies move. Or maybe they have like something they can do. I don't know. But the gameplay it still has to be like fun and simple, but make it like maybe a little bit more interesting. Make it an RPG inside Somerville. If I had kept all the pieces, the modular pieces, we could have done like some crazy shit, but no. Like the art assets stay playa, but we make the gameplay a bit more interesting. Is what I'm trying to say. Need to attack within a timer, yeah. Need to use a defensive mode, maybe. Let the enemies move, maybe. Wait. Let's talk to Stray about this. Stray, are you available to talk about this? Maybe Stray left. I don't know. Maybe he hates all of this. Double monster per square. I don't think they would fit. You can add a main bad guy at the very end, maybe. Because right now the it's like they don't attack. You just have to do the right attack to continue, but they don't fight back. Should we have the enemies fight back? You know? Can they move? Can we fuck the balls too? Is this update really the one to address this particular task? No, not at all. We're gonna keep this just as it is for now. But I'm just brainstorming for the future, you know, if we want to make the like I want to reuse this mini game. Like here's my plan in the future, all right? What I want to do is that I want to scrap this mini game as being the one for intelligence, right? Like this is not going to up your intelligence anymore, okay, in the future, okay? We're going to keep this and we're going to use it in Eric's story, okay? And the monsters, we're going to add more orcs, okay? So you're going to be able to play on your computer a game with Eric in his story to help him beat this World of Warcraft game that he plays, right? So we're gonna add like dude orcs and maybe female orcs and stuff like that, and other monsters that you have to fight. All right. And if you win and beat the levels or whatever, then you're gonna have fun with Eric, and he's your best friend and all that, right? So we could use that in his story because it's gonna be themed to the things that he likes and you like, and you play the same game together, and you're best bros and all that, right? So I think that's gonna be fun, and it's gonna have a better use in his story than. You could only go one direction, so we didn't have to worry about, you know, AI. You didn't have to, you know, so it was simpler. I mean, I don't mind taking this and making it wider or something, right? So that the maze is a bit longer, so it's not so short, right? I don't mind that, no problem. It's gonna take a bit of work. I'll have to like cut and paste the walls and try to fix them and make it a little bit different. That's not really a big problem. I just have to make sure that I follow the grid, right? So that's going to be a little bit more intricate, but doable.
I'd still like to see it play out in the computer monitor frame, so it doesn't feel like you've left the computer when you launch it.
Yeah, but the problem with the computer frame is that it would shrink the top and the bottom. Like, it eats up more than just the sides, right?
Oh yeah, but like, we're not limited to the current computer frame. Like, that could be enlarged to give.
So you
more
mean it
screen
zooms
space.
in, but you will still see a bit of the frame?
Yeah, on the frame, you could zoom the frame in, but you'd still see the frame. But when I say that, I don't necessarily mean only for the game. Like, we could do that for just the computer in general. Because running out of screen space there has like been a problem for people before, like browsing eGay and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not something we have to do for the tech update, but at the point we're revisiting this game anyway, it would be nice to give it that extra bit of context.
Yeah. When we make this widescreen, right?
Oh, I thought it already was.
Well, no, it's just that the screen within it is widescreen.
No, I thought you'd already exported the PC as widescreen.
No.
But I remember you extending the background. Or maybe that was Jenny's laptop that I'm remembering.
Maybe, yeah.
I could have sworn you did one of them.
But if we do this now, yeah, I don't know. We might have to figure something out here.
I don't even know if this is the current computer PSD or not.
Probably not, because I think you took over and took one, right? I'm not fixing it right now. I'm just seeing what we can do, because I would like to keep, like, there's room here to make this wider, but I think there's gonna be dead space.
Yeah, but I think a little bit of dead space is fine. Like, I'd still keep the screen within the bounds of the frame. Like, I wouldn't cut off too much, if you know what I mean. But like, we could stand to lose like the bottom corner of the post-it note, for example.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to lose too much, but we could just do something like this or something. Like, there was like, so it just goes from this to this. Now we still have dead space on the sides, right? But so what you're saying, right, is, let's say we took this, right? It's the main character's computer, whatever, computer screen, and we brought it here. I'm just gonna do like a quick thing, but
yeah, just mock it up.
Yeah, but the problem is that, like, yeah. Could make it a bit wider. Yeah, the problem is that you wouldn't see. Yeah, we'd have to like kill the front and the top and just go like something like that, basically. I could make it a bit wider too, but essentially it would be like that, right?
And the current top of the game frame isn't really used that much.
Yeah. Maybe we could do something like this, right?
Yeah, that kind of looks weird though. I mean, the other alternative is you take the game off the PC and you play it on your phone, which might make more sense for a game this simple, that you're going to play with Eric, but not both controlling a character.
Yeah, but I think I want the phone to be more of like something that's related to. Yeah, I don't know if I want to keep that in the phone. I think it's better if it's on the computer, but anyway, it's not a big deal. Like, we can figure this out, and we can make this wider. It doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the song request.
That's perfect timing. I can't hear them.
Yeah. It's some Monster Musume. It's like an anime song right now, theme song. It's like ear cancer. You're not missing out. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to wait for this. I mean, I could just, for now, I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Like, if you wanted to work on stuff for it, then I don't think you can take damage at the moment.
Yeah.
I think it's just, if you get hit, that's the end of the game, right?
Yeah. No, so if you do the wrong hit, it's the end of the game.
Gotcha. I was gonna say, do the enemies even have attacks?
No, they don't. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, adding an attack already makes like a layer above. Like, you have to basically, when they attack, you have to shield. Like, so we add an extra button where there's like you raise a shield or something, right? and when you do, it's like you block it and then you continue, right? Just adding that is already making it more interesting, but
Yeah, I guess the other thing to consider is that it's currently using the WSD keys.
yeah.
So if
Oh,
can.
yes, which is like so many of them are like that. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old and grumpy. Oh, another one of your favorite minigames.
Oh no. Wait, which one is it?
The music minigame.
Oh, I don't mind the music minigame. I find
Really?
to be fair, I've never worked on it,
I thought you hated
so
it.
people getting upset at it just amuses me because I've like looked into the amount of bugs in it, and I'm just like we have an issue in our tracker somewhere that enumerates the like 7 or 8 different ways you can break this game,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like, yeah, I'm glad I've never had to deal with this.
Yeah.
But it's the weirdest part about this game for me isn't the mechanic or the way it's been built or what it looks like or anything like that. It's the fact that it's a rhythm-based minigame that is in no way tied to the music being played over it.
I know, but I don't know if we can do that.
I don't know if we can do that, but I find it hilarious that we decided to
Yeah.
not even try.
Oh,
It's
it
just,
is funny. It is funny. Don't get me wrong.
like anyone trying to actually match the beat like they would in any kind of regular music kind of minigame like this is just gonna not have a good time at all.
Yeah. This blues jazz is putting me to sleep. It's awesome. Did you have a good weekend, Stray?
It was quieter than I expected, which was a good thing because I actually got some sleep.
Oh yeah.
But no, nothing terribly exciting.
You didn't do gardening like I did all weekend?
No, that would have required going outside. Ugh.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like occasionally I'll step into sunlight coming through the window to enjoy its warmth for like 30 seconds and then I am done.
but Stray, you don't like going outside?
I don't mind going outside, but generally, I don't know.
I think I know.
I struggle to do things without a purpose, and for me, outside doesn't have much of a purpose.
Yeah. I feel like
like if I'm going somewhere or doing something, or going to a shop, or retrieving something, or going to see someone, then I'm fine. Let's go outside. Let's go do something. But it's like going outside for the sake of going outside. It's like I don't walk into the bathroom unless I plan to use the bathroom, you know?
I love going to the bathroom to read and go on my phone.
I feel like that's more a symptom of having kids, that being one quiet place, than anything else.
That's exactly it. Sometimes I'm like, guys, because all the kids are like, daddy, and it's like screaming, and they all like fighting over something. And guys, wait, daddy has to go to the washroom. Okay, I'll be right back. Right? I grab my phone, I go to the washroom, I lock it, and I go sit on the chair. Sometimes I don't even go on my phone. I just sit there and I look at the wall for like a good 5-10 minutes, just like calming down my heart rate and my breathing, and then I'm like, okay, let's go back, right? Round 2, right? And I open the door, like, hey, okay, guys, let's go. All right, yes, okay, let's go do the, Yeah, sometimes you need a little break, right? You take whatever you can.
Deep breaths, Star Cookie. Deep breaths. Remember, you love these children. Remember? Got it? Okay, you can go outside again now. Let's go. You got this.
It's great.
You got a mirror in there for your pep talks.
Yeah. Base. Okay, so there's two backgrounds for the music minigames. One is base.png. What is the other one? That it can swap, right?
They'd both be based with different tags, I guess. Actually, I have no idea. It matters far less for minigames because they're all going to be custom anyway.
Can I do base 1 and base 2?
That'll do fine.
For now, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, like the minigame assets are probably the things we have the most freedom with because they don't have to fit into any existing system because each minigame is going to be different.
Yeah.
It sounds like Jiggers is familiar with your dilemma.
Oh, yeah.
Preparing mentally for the pain.
Oh, shit. I just realized something.
How does this game get played on mobile? Do you have to tap the letters or something?
Yeah, from what I remember. A lot of people had issues with their mobile, though, because depending on the mobile that you have, it's, it can lag. Like, it doesn't really work. Hey, Skull Jeep. How's it going? Burrito time? I haven't had a burrito in a long time. Could have one.
I could go for a burrito. So
What's better, a shawarma or a burrito? Sorry. Burrito or shawarma?
I'm gonna go burrito purely because I've had shawarma, but it was so long ago that I couldn't remember if it was good or not. But burritos, on the other hand, are unquestionably good. I was gonna ask what you were preparing to plant in your garden this weekend.
Oh god, I mean we seeded everything in like small pots indoors. And then when it's sprouted, when it's ready, we're gonna transfer them into the garden. But we seeded a bunch of stuff. We seeded tomatoes, cucumbers, everything pretty much, all the vegetables, right?
Are they all stuff you've grown before, or is there anything new this year?
No, it's all the same that I've done before. Beets, radish, lettuce, spinach, beans, whatever. You name it, we got it.
Is there something where you're like, I'd love to grow this, but I don't have the climate for it?
Yeah, I mean, lots of stuff. I mean, so many fruits,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like watermelon. I would love to grow watermelon, but I don't think it's quite the weather for it. I can grow watermelon, but they're gonna be small and they won't be as like delicious and juicy as you would imagine them to be. You know what I mean? So yeah. Lemon. I can grow some lemons, but they're not gonna be too great. Like there's a lot of things. Like I can't grow bananas. I wish I could have bananas, but I can grow apples. I can grow most berries, but a lot of exotic fruits you can't where I live. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we just about manage strawberries here, but that's very hit or miss. And mostly down to how well you manage to shield them from birds.
Yeah, sounds like my problem too. But yeah.
Great Galaxy says, don't worry, DC, you've got a big banana already.
Oh, thanks, Galaxy, but it's actually more like a tiny little pickle. But thanks. Thanks for the thought. That's very nice.
Oh, Jigga suggests growing mushrooms, which, I don't know, that might work as long as you don't grow them on your bananas. And it's not going to be a fun time for anyone.
No. You don't want to have mushrooms on your banana. That's never a good thing. Note 1.
I have a question for chat about this game.
Yep.
When the notes are crossing the line, where on the note should be the place to aim for? Should you aim for the big center of the circles, or the bar, or just the middle of the note? Where do people expect to having to be pushing the button?
You're asking too much of them.
I tried.
They got confused just by the question, I'm telling you. I'm just kidding, guys. Where the fucking arrow is. Yeah, where the bar is. Right?
I meant the bar between the nut. Oh, for the love of God. You were right. Never mind. I don't even have words.
Your community fan base? You mean the trolls? You guys say I troll and bully, but you guys are just as trollish and as bullyish as I am. Just admit it. And let's be honest, my IQ is low, but so is yours. I think we deserve each other, okay? How about that?
Very definition of a race to the bottom.
Yeah, we deserve each other, okay? Is that fair to say? Alright. Okay, I'm gonna save this and I'm done for today. At least I exported a few mini games. I'm almost done. Well, not almost done, but I've done quite a few already, so yeah, it's getting there. I don't know if any of the fighting mini games were already widescreen. I feel like I have, didn't I? Remember when I was working them? Didn't I? Yeah, I did. Or at least I have them.
I think you prepared them for it.
Oh, yeah, but they need some fixing, I think.
Yeah, I think the
splash screens are widescreen.
Yeah, that's the part I remember.
Yeah, it's gonna need a bit of work though.
Oh, that's right, yeah, because that was a super old one.
Yeah.
I gotta rework the transitions for those as well. That'll be fun.
DC, your pee small. I feel nothing when people say that. That's like telling me the sky's blue or water's wet. I'm like, okay.
DC, if you don't feel anything, you should really see the doctor that did the surgery.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's not gonna happen.
All right, Stray. Thanks for the feedback. Have a good night.
I'll see you later. Bye, chat.
Bye. Okay, guys, I gotta go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the great suggestions and the great support, guys. You were so nice today. Always a great time with you guys. Have a good night, and I'll be back tomorrow to finish more mini games. All right. We gotta finish extending the mini. A majority of them are done, but I've done a bunch of them off stream. But there's a few that we can do together. All right. So yeah. See you guys tomorrow. Bye, everyone.